Hi, this is Orlando from Skint Guitars in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. In this video, we're going to do the fade on the front of the guitar. Now, I'm doing this paint job now because I have to put the electronics inside the guitar before I close it up. And in my mind, I thought I needed to do the paint job before I did the electronics. I kind of later on realized I didn't have to, but I'm doing the paint job now. And at the very end, I'm going to shoot some glossy clear over this already polished paint job, just to be on the safe side and to get rid of any blemishes that might show up after this. Anyway, this is me doing the paint job. The first order of business was to hide the joint between the top and sides. I could have highlighted it with a dark veneer sandwich, but instead I chose to hide it. My paint job is transparent, and I want to see the wood grain. Doing an opaque burst is a time-honored way of hiding construction seams, but I thought of blending it with carefully color-matched paint, just to hide the seam, and then hiding that in plain sight with my candy paint job. I first use 3 layers of clear varnish of the same acrylic base as the candy paint job to prep the surface. And then I use the candy paint that I've diluted 1:3 in its matching varnish to enable me to build up the fade that my son Eric and I are calling a storm burst, as it's predominantly grey. Now comes one of the important tricks in this paint job. I first protect the fade with 3 layers of the same acrylic varnish, before laying 6 layers of nitrocellulose varnish, as the nitro would dissolve the color fade layer and wipe it right off. And now for preliminary wet sand and polish to check everything is okay, because I'm going to hit it with some nitro later on to join the top finish with the sides and back. For the neck and fretboard, I decided to try something new. My son Eric, who will ultimately play this instrument, loves the feel of matte nitrocellulose, so we've decided to do the neck and fretboard with it. The head gets a gloss nitro finish that will be wet sanded and polished later on. And that's it. Thanks for watching.